The sun is going down here in Debrecen, but the action is just heating up as we moved on to the semifinals. Guess who's still alive? Oh, just Novi Sad, the #1 team in the world who's won 3 Masters in a row, looking for Masters win #4 in a row, unprecedented, in an all-Serbian semifinal. So shout out Serbia. I don't know what y'all doing there, but y'all producing some great basketball players. Kyle Montgomery in your ear. Have no fear, by the way. If you want to follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you can. At 3x3 The Voice. Been holding down for you all weekend here in this beautiful city. And we've seen some of the best players in the world lace them up against each other. Speaking of such, there's 2 of them right there. Stefan Stojacic, pool plays leading scorer for Team Liman. And Dejan Majsorovic coming off an MVP nod in the Lausanne Masters, leading Novi Sad to their 3rd Masters win of the season. Their squad looks like this. Marko Savic, Dusan Bullet, the #2 in the world, followed by Marko Zero and Dejan Majsorovic. Liman, also out of Serbia, Alexander Ratko, Stefan Stojacic, Stefan Kojic, the 2 shooters, and Mihailo Vasic, the big man in the middle who holds things down. Beautiful aerial shot. Debrecen, the 2nd largest city here in Hungary. Not to be slept on, a hidden gem. So much to enjoy in this city. They've certainly enjoyed some 3x3 basketball. Good news for them, it's only about to get better. So not only do we have the semifinals and the final, we got a slam dunk semifinal and final coming up as well. Novi Sad in the orange tops, black bottoms. Liman in the all blue, and they start with it. 10 minutes on the game clock. First to 21 wins it. You know how it goes down. Kojic guarded by Dusan. Nice hesitation move, past Bullet. And he's able to draw the foul on the shot. Or I thought it was on the shot. It was actually called on the floor before the shot. 7 fouls puts you in the penalty. Beautiful pass as Kojic gets it to Ratkov for the scope. And the Maestro pushed as he was on the baseline drive. Majsorovic actually with a couple of MVPs under his belt on his 2017 World Tour. He kicks it out to Mr. Bulletproof, and he gives him the 2-piece with no biscuit as Novi Sad's in front. 2-1 here in the early goings. Ratkov to Stojacic, and the Maestro from one shooter to another. He's not going to give him that. He knows what it's like to get a little bit of daylight. And when you got a shooter, they'll put it right between your eyes. Sub-Zero has really picked up his offense here in Debrecen. Although he didn't get that J to go down. So here's Dusan working on Kojic. He gives him the jab step back. Too long on it. So Savic going to work underneath. He's tied up by Stojacic, and he's going to shoot 1. Savic more slim and trim this year on the World Tour. Didn't sacrifice any strength though. He's still a big boy. And when I say, I don't mean that by no disrespect. He's a fully grown man, but couldn't make the free throw. So Vasic going to work on Dusan. He's all business, so no suit and tie. Bullet, Savic, open like a double click, and he connects. Two-point lead for Novi Sad. And you can see an effort by Liman to go right at Dusan Bullet early in this game as Vasic lets out a growl. But Dushan missed the Lausanne Masters due to an ankle injury. He hasn't been 100% out here. He hasn't shown a lot of any ill effects, but you can tell he's not 100%. And maybe Liman smells a little blood in the water, because they tried to exploit him defensively early on here. 4 up, 8 minutes on the game clock, and Sub-Zero picks up the foul as Vasic is going to check out. Stojacic is going to check in. Both of these teams hailing from Serbia. Novi Sad Al-Wada, 3 of their 4 members. Grew up in Liman, and Liman 2. As Sub-Zero puts him in front. They're 1-1 against each other this year. Liman was able to get a win in the Ulaanbaatar Challenger final over Novi Sad. But Novi Sad, oh, how about the defense underneath? Ratkov got a hand on it. Kojic all by himself, and he cashes in with the deuce as Liman's in front by 1. But Novi Sad was able to get some revenge at the Lepeak Challenger final. So they split. Stojacic, step back on Savic. He misses. Ratkov, the board and the score, as Liman leads 7-5. Maestro fouled on the floor. He wants an intentional foul. And both he and Kojic stating their case. But they could be lawyers right now. This ain't a courtroom, though, is it? He shout out Andre Jantanik. He hit me up on Instagram. He said that Dushan and Stojacic, they my favorite guys in 3x3. He said, but you get 3rd place. I'll settle for 3rd place. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Listen, if you're watching the live stream right now, obviously you are if you can hear me, tell your friends to watch. Say, hey, y'all missing out if y'all not watching this 3x3 thing going down in Debrecen right now. Liman out by 3. Again, Novi Sad Al-Wada. They qualified for every Masters on the World Tour this year. And their goal is to win every single one. So far, so good. They're 3 for 3. As Mr. Bulletproof fires a blank on the fadeaway. So far, 3 for 3. A win here will put them in the final for the 4th consecutive time. But Liman, as you can see, they got something to say about that. As Bullet called for the foul underneath. Foul number 3 on Novi Sad Al-Wada. Liman's got 4. 6:46 on the clock in our first semifinal of the day. Little break in the action here. And it's, when you win 3 Masters in a row, that bullseye on your back just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So Liman coming out with a head full of steam in this one. They got the tools to win a game like this. Novi Sad, they always show so much poise. That's why you just don't see them lose very often. But against a Liman team that's got shooters and brutes down low, and Vasic and Ratkov, this is one of those games. So Stojacic at the stripe. Oh, free throw in and out. Still early in this one. It's Dayan. He lets one fly. Comes up short. Stojacic up past Sub-Zero. And a rebound. How about, look at the fight down low. There's the Maestro mixing it up a little bit. And earns the possession for Novi Sad Al-Wada. He's going to check out, get a breather. Him and Stojacic sitting down. So for Novi Sad Al-Wada, the 3 guys that grew up playing together in Liman 2, Since they were young boys on the court, there's Savage. He gets a shooter's touch, and Novi Sad pulls within 2. Vasic, big advantage down there. He kicks it out. Ratkov on the move. He misses. Vasic, give me some, and 1. The hoop and the harm, and the chance for a 2-point play. So look again. You see that effort on the glass and the fist pump by Vasic after the score. And the free throw is a no-go. So it's a 3-point lead for Liman. Only 2 possessions as Mr. Bulletproof fires the 2, misses, gets his own rebound, and then draws the foul on Kojic. Smart play by Dusan. So he's going to shoot 1. 5 fouls on Liman. 7 puts you in a penalty. And while Novi Sad has won 3 Masters in a row, it hadn't been easy breezy. They were really challenged in Lausanne. They had a tough game in the final against Team Lausanne. They ended up pulling that out. They nearly lost in the quarterfinals to Team Kron. Marco Savage with a tip in the final seconds to help them get that win. And here they are. Playing from behind against Liman. Down by only 2 here, but I believe it's been up to 4. So Dusan over to Sub-Zero. High arcing 2. Shorter than Tyrion Lannister. Now Kojic. They dodged the bullet there. Mr. Bulletproof dodged the bullet. You leave him open, more times than not, he's gonna knock that down. So Kojic and Dusan having a little bit of an exchange there. I don't think Kojic liked the contact, but hey, it's 3x3, baby. This is where the grown men play. Who you pulling for? Who you like? Is Novi Sad Awada going to be dethroned, the reigning Debrecen champs that won it here last year? 3 times in a row here in 2017? Let me know what you think. Hit me up. Hit me up on Instagram or Facebook at 3x3 The Voice. I want to know what you think. I might even give you a shout out. I'm feeling that good today. I'm feeling that good today. Here's Kojic, guarded by Sub-Zero. Finish him. I've been waiting to say that. And Majstorovic, whistle for the foul. He got a little bit too handsy there. So Liman's lead stays at 2. It's 9-7, 5 fouls apiece. Serbia stand up. And Ratkov. I don't know who he was throwing that to. Here's Bullet. The beautiful pass to the maestro. They've done that 100,000 times on this 3x3 court. But the answer from Liman is Ratkov streaks in off the glass. It's 10-8. So Novi Sad continuing to fight as Savage pulls his team within 1. We're past the midway mark as Dusan called for the foul in the process of the shot. So Ratkov will get an opportunity to shoot 1 at the stripe here. Next foul on Novi Sad, and they'll be in the penalty. 2 free throws will follow. And again, Liman with 5, so they're not far off. And Ratko's free throw is good. Kojic, I believe, called for a foul there. So not only are they trading baskets, they trading fouls. All right, your turn. Okay, your turn. 6 fouls committed apiece. 11-9, Liman in front. Semifinal number 1 here in Debrecen. Savage couldn't convert at the rim. I like all the matchups across the court here. Normally the Maestro is guarding Kojic. That time he D's up Ratko. .347 officially on the clock between 2 of Serbia's best. And again, they have laced them up against each other this year. Novi Sad coming out on top in the Peak Challenger, but losing in the Ulaanbaatar Challenger. In terms of total World Tour history between these two, it's begun here in 2017. Nothing prior to that. Novi Sad's got 12 World Tour wins. Count them, 12. Going for number 13. Lucky number 13. There's Stojacic. Oh, that's good D there. Dusan. Over to Savage to clear it. Waiting on the pick now. They run that 2-man game to perfection. Savage swings it out. And the Maestro didn't get it up in time. Savage probably wishing he shot the layup, but he had the right idea in mind. You got a shooter like the Maestro sitting on the wing, unattended. You give him the rock and let him shoot it. At an extra second, it would have made a difference. But in any case, nothing happening. And Liman trying to make something happen. Ratko, kind of a wild shot underneath. Stojacic, a shot clock violation for them. So they trading fouls, trading scores, trading shot clock violations. Eventually, somebody's going to string together some good possessions. As Novi Sad gets it to Dusan, and he still can't find the mark from distance. And a Maestro. See what it. Good D on Vasic. Kojic. So 2.5 to play here. It's crunch time, and that's where the big-time players step their game up. Who's it gonna be? Stojacic. Air. Dusan, 2-ball, corner pocket. Bang, bang. All even, 11 up. 2:17 on the clock. Timeout on the floor. A much needed rest for both of these teams. You knew coming into this one it was going to be one of those knock down, drag them out type games. And it's been just that. Novi Sad still executing, but Liman's defense has made it tough for them to get what they normally get against maybe a less experienced team. But Liman's made 4 appearances on the World Tour. Saw him at the Debrecen Masters last year, finished 4th. Finished 5th in Saskatoon this year, and finished 3rd at the Utsunomiya Masters. So again, this Liman team they've been knocking on the door. Just haven't been able to get over the hump. Savage, his pass is kicked by Ratkov. They'll get a fresh shot clock. 11 apiece after Dushan's last 2 ball in that right corner, 6 fouls apiece. And again, the next foul will be shooting free throws. Dushan stops on Stojacic. Stojacic, some good D there. Bulletproof, nowhere to go. I don't believe he just made that. That was Kelly Bundy dumb. I just don't understand that make. It was ridiculous, and then I guess one crazy shot deserves another one as Stojacic takes it right at Bulletproof, gets the score plus the foul, but instead of 2 points, he'll have a chance to make it a 3-point play. What an exchange. So 13-12, Novi Sad in front momentarily. Stojacic could take the lead for his team with another make here. He strokes the first free throw. And the second free throw, money like an invoice. Liman back in front, 14-13. And Dushan, what a pass. He's dropping dimes like a beauty pageant out here. 14 up. And Vasic with the answer. Liman back in front by 1. And the maestro. Back, forth and forth. Let me see you go. 16-15. And Vasic misses. Novi Sad with a 1-point advantage. Make that a 2-point advantage with over a minute to play. The world #1 starting to get it going here with a couple of key possessions. What a pass, Stojacic. How did he even see Ratkov, going to the rim there? A 1-point game. Savage just long on it. Now Vasic kicks it out. Ratkov wide open. Doesn't touch anything. Out of bounds with 1 on the shot clock. 31 seconds on the game clock. And you could just see the exhaustion between both of these teams, laying it all on the line. The crowd is in it. I'm in it. Dushan getting it in like pockets. The fadeaway and then the beautiful pass. Mr. String Music with the 2-piece. As these two teams just, I mean, they going at it like Ryu and Kian. Yeah. 17-16. So 2 actually on the shot clock for Liman. There's Kojic. Good D there from the maestro, but Stojacic is able to track down the rebound. And he feeds it down to Ratkov. We got a 17-17 game with 20 seconds to play. Somebody holler Mayday, it's going down. Dushan kicks it. Nobody home. So the ball out of bounds to Team Liman with 10 seconds on the game clock. As we take a look at the last score by Liman. Stojacic guarded by Savage. 5 seconds left in this one. The pass, the shot. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. How in the heck did he make that? The upset of the year so far as Liman gets past Novi Sad Awada with a circus shot courtesy of Ratkov. We're just missing the elephants and the monkeys and the circus conductor. I still don't believe it. I'm looking again. He would win every horse shot on the planet with that. Every horse game on the planet with that. So Novi Sad on a quest to win their 4th straight Masters. They see it come to an end in unbelievable fashion. Let's look back at how this thing went down. These two teams were trading buckets all game long. For every score Novi Sad got, Liman had an answer, whether it was a 2-piece or a 1-point score. We saw some beautiful passing, some great execution, and really credit to both of these teams. The heart that went into this game. I haven't seen it yet on the World Tour this year. These are two juggernauts that just refuse to go down. Dushan with the beautiful feed to the maestro for the layup. And both of those guys played exceptional games. Savage getting in for a key score. And this game had that feeling really from the start that it could go down to the wire. Dushan Bullet had the previous to the final shot of the game, the craziest shot of the game, and maybe the best pass with that one right there. Obviously, he got topped for the shot of the game with our final shot. We'll get to that in a moment. But some key possessions down the stretch as Ratcove took the feed, and credit to Stojacic for the court vision. I mean, this dude got eyes in the back of his head. So Ratcove was able to even things up. I believe it's 17 apiece, and that's your game winner right there. We'll be looking at that all weekend long.